Here we go. Let me just grab the link for the live, make sure everything looks and sounds all good as well. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, perfect. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, perfect. Okay, let me swap this over. Hello, hello, Chris. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just move this here, live here. Perfect. There we go. Hello, how is everyone? Hello, Mohammed. Hello, Andy. Hello, Light Always. Hello, hello, hello. Let me just move this over. Hello, HR. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Bit of a new setup, so it's coming together. It's not quite finished yet, but it's coming together. But how's everyone's days been? Hello, Chris. Hello, Leanne. Very good, very nice, nice. Listen, mate, I appreciate that, Chris. Hello, Will. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, a bit of an interesting day at the chart today, which will go over everything. And if you do have any questions throughout the live, just drop a comment in the live, and I'll happily get to it. On these lives, we tend to have a quick catch up, answer any questions, and yeah, just have a quick catch up. Then from there, we'll get into the charts, come up with a plan, see what's gone on today, and just answer any questions along the way. Hello, Will. Hello, new trader. Hello, Chris. But yeah, let me know how your day has gone so far. Let me know what you've been up to on the charts. Let me just move this over here. There we go. Perfect. Move this over. But yeah, let me know your thoughts on the charts today. How's Dubai? Is it warm? It's actually quite cold right now. Like it's not that warm. Like it's just kind of like middle. Like you can wear a jumper and be fine. Hello, Craig. Hello, hello, hello. One win, one loss. Win was much bigger though. Pretty boring overall though. Yeah, I agree with that, Andy. It was fairly boring today. But there was definitely opportunity, but it was a pretty boring day. I'm going to buy from 506. Bring on 5140. Been waiting for this level for so long. Nice, Jay. Sounds good. Hopefully we see a nice pump towards market close. Hello, Lady H. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Max. Day dragged with all the excitement about the grand unveiling of the whiteboard. I do have the whiteboard. We will pull it out in later on in the live. We'll get the whiteboard out, but I do have the whiteboard. Hello, Jamie. Hello, Chris. Hello, Dylan. Hammer. How's everyone doing? Let me know how your day was. Did you enter any trades today? What trades did you enter? Was it a profitable day? Was it a non-profitable day? Were you Jay? Hello, Dominic. Even a Max, say hello to my mate Andy. He's watching as well tonight. Hello, Andy. DB's mate. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome to the team, mate. Hello, Jason. Hi, Matt. Hello, Alan. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Chris. Hello, Paul. Hello, hello, hello. Let me know what you think of the new setup as well. I'm hoping it's pretty good. It's gonna get better. Right now we haven't got the lighting fully on and everything fully on, but it looks good. So I'm happy with that. Hello, Susie. Hello, Steph, Clint. Hello, hello, hello. There's quite a few big things going on actually in Dubai in the trading space. So a lot of the biggest traders are in Dubai right now because there's a big Forex Expo over the next 2 to 3 days. So there was a bit of a warming thing today. A few people before the event met up, and I went and met a few people this morning from that. Really early. It's awful actually, but it was nice to see everyone. And then from there, there's a big event over the next couple of days. So if you are in Dubai, I know we have a few people who are now in Dubai. I definitely recommend dropping by. Hello, Danny. Hi, Max. My first live finally got a nice, Juliet. Well, welcome to the live. Hope you have a good time. If you do have any questions throughout, then just let me know. But we always like to start off the live with a good catch up, see how everyone's doing. Hello, Justine. Hello, Gulliver. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, during a trading competition there. No, it's more of more networking. There is a sort of conference. Well, there was last year and the year before. There's a conference hall where a few people give a few different speeches or whatever. But that's not the main part. It's mainly just networking. I feel like a lot of people just you don't need to go to it. It's nothing special, but a lot of people use it as an excuse to come to Dubai. The weather's good this time of year, and so it's kind of like a time where a lot of traders are here, and from all over the world they come. So yeah, normally they come for like 2 weeks, a month. First time watching you live, looking forward to seeing how you do this. Nice user, UC3. Nice, mate. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Knack. Hello, Reese. The brick shed. Cure me from this illness. I've got awful throat and can't even. That is awful, Jay. Wish you a speedy recovery. Hope you're feeling good. And he said you can make him enough money to tell him his boss to bug off. That is the goal. Look, that's the goal in trading. Everything else, you know, going full time and all of the crazy things that you can eventually do. I think the best part of you know, learning any business and going into any business is when you have got that ability to tell your boss to. I'll let you guys fill in the blank depending on how much you like your boss. Hello, Tom. But yeah, so for those who are new to the live, on the lives, we like to have catch up, answer any questions, and feel free, you know, regardless if you're beginner, advanced, whatever, ask away. And then we'll come up with a plan and mark up some nice levels. So we can see here back on this chart, you can see this level was marked up live, which was the exact bottom. This level was marked up live, exact top. This level was marked up live, exact top. This level was marked up live, exact top. These are the only levels that have been hit the past few live streams. No other levels have been hit. Like, it's not like I'm like a bunch of levels have been hit and I'm only leaving on the good ones. They are the only ones. You can go check the live streams just to highlight how accurate they are. Up until today, there's the only really level. Now we can mark up some nice levels because we've formed this high here. But up until that point, we've only really been able to. And by the way, my chart does look a bit messy right now. We'll clean it up a little bit. Only really been looking at this sell level up here, which I do think we will eventually get to. But we could only really mark that out last night. So now we can actually mark up some nicer levels now that we have formed a nice high there. JB. Love that, Craig. Hello, Carl. Hello, NMA. Hello. The one main thing I'm looking forward to is telling my boss where to go. That's the best. Look, that's the best part. That's the best part. Definitely. And yeah, a lot of people, I say it on quite a few live streams, but a lot of people think learning any business, but learning trading specifically, like you're just going to be driving Lambos and doing whatever within a short space of time. And that's like a great goal to have. But the best thing, which people normally skip out on, is the just being able, the ability to tell your boss to start off and the ability to not have to deal with crap situations. That's the best. That's the best thing. Like, that's the best thing. Is the sell position from 5-1 to 3-8? Yes. Yes, it is HR. Yes, it is. Time frame do you use? So I use a mixture of time frames. I use like the 1 hour / 4 hour to identify my environment. I like to look around at what's going on. Then from there, I zoom into anywhere from the 15-minute, 24-minute to 30-minute. That's where I mark up my levels. So currently I'm on the 30-minute time frame. And that's where I mark up my setups. That's my midterm time frame, my setup time frame. And then from there, I use the 1 minute, the 3 minute, and the 5 minute. Those time frames I use to basically look for confirmations to enter the trades. Gave people the setups for the whole day today. Max, barely anyone. Oh, that's unfortunate, Craig. That is unfortunate. And Yash, this is gold currently. This is XAU USD. Even though, bro, God, this camera makes you look. It's doing its job then, XPR. It's doing its job. Okay, I'm gonna keep this camera angle now. But yeah, I think this setup looks good, but I definitely want to move things around. But it's been a pretty interesting. I mean, every day is busy. The past few weeks have definitely been a bit crazy, but some really good stuff that come out today. I like the freedom from it. 100%. That's the main thing. The freedom that trading can provide. And look, when I was younger, I tried like every single business that you see really online. I've tried like Amazon FBA, I tried drop shipping, I tried private label earring company. I've tried some things which I don't care to say on live, nothing like that bad, but yeah, like every single online business really, and definitely trading is like, it is by far in my opinion the best. Like it is just Yeah, it's the best. It's the quickest to scale, really, and then also the hiring people to with other businesses, the admin work, everything like that is a pain. And by the way, guys, if you are new to the live, then drop a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. And if you do have any questions throughout the live, then don't hesitate to let me know. I'll happily answer any questions. So I'm from just outside of Birmingham. Now I live in Dubai, but yeah, from just outside of Birmingham, mate. What about yourself? I just want to have more than 28 days holiday from work. Yeah, 100%. And you can definitely get there, Leanne. 100%. Like 100%. We've got a lot of traders in the community, and I love it. And this is like something which I particularly like. Craig and Jay. We've got Craig and Jay right here. But you know, specifically Craig. You know, he's got a family, just a normal guy. And he makes a lot of money trading. Like, he's not off here, he's not off there. Like, he just makes a lot of money trading. Craig does very well. And he's just like, yeah, like there are those undercover, I guess, traders. I think that's what I'd call Craig. Craig, not quite that, but yeah, Craig, drop me a message. Actually, I'll message you after this what it was, if you are curious. I just don't think I can say on live. Currently climbing the corporate ladder when I want to leave and just trade. Nice, Jamie. That's good to do. Like, you can trade alongside a job and then build up trading so it's either like covers most of the job or outperforms the job entirely. And then you don't have to leave your job straight away. I think people think you should try and go full time as soon as possible. But just like going back to what we said at the start, just having that ability to say no is definitely the way to go. Again, guys, if you got any questions, let me know, and then we'll get into the chart shortly. Come with a plan for tomorrow and see what we're looking at on gold. This is currently gold. If you are new to the lives, the past few lives, you can go back and look through the streams. They're all recorded. We gave this exact bottom here, this exact top here, this exact top here, this exact top here, and the trades from these were given inside the private group on my YouTube description. We're doing an in-person event in London at the end of the month, so if you want to come to that as well, you're more than welcome. Max had a company called Mark. No, I can see a few guesses coming through. You won't be able to guess it. I promise you now. I want to be Craig. That's exactly where I want to be. Not even earning loads, just my current wage. I mean, Craig definitely is earning loads, but yeah, and something which is important. I mean, depending on your situation, you can you don't have to be in the UK as well. Like, the UK is expensive when compared to the rest of the world as well. I mean, it depends on your situation. I know most members in the community have, family, they have prior commitments, but, depending on your situation, you can go to another country. It's not, in today's world, it's not too difficult, and live like a king on a salary in the UK that wouldn't afford you a bin, really. And so, yeah, it changed real fast. 100%, Craig. 100%. Things can change very, very quickly. And what trading looks like, a lot of people get in and they think it looks like this. It doesn't. It looks like this. And anyone in business, unless they're really, really smart or got lucky, I don't really like saying get lucky, but unless they're really, really, really smart and they really dedicated themselves, a lot of times it looks like this and then it goes. Like, that's what it looks like. And most people I speak to, that is what it is as well. Future of trading with increasing technology and how you are planning to prepare for failure. I think we're fine for the foreseeable future, Hammer. I mean, if any of you have joined any AI trading bot groups or anything, used any really AI in trading, you know that it doesn't work. And so I think we're pretty good now. Markets will always be there. And the fundamental skills that you build up through trading, you can apply to any business. Being able to control emotions, not flip out, control risk, and compound over time. Like, those types of skills and far more, the skills that you build up in trading, you can leverage in any business that will ever exist. And the approach of buying something for cheap and selling it for more, or selling something for more and buying it back for cheap, that will always be around. And so I think it's a valuable skill. I'm getting close to earning my monthly wage on a small account. Such a good feeling. Can't wait for bigger capital. Nice, Justine. Absolutely amazing. That is amazing to hear. And by the way, guys, if you are new to the live, drop a hi in the chat. Let us know you're here. On the lives, we tend to have a catch-up, answer any questions. Again, if you've got any questions regarding trading, crypto, the group that I do run on the YouTube description. We're doing an in-person event at the end of the month. We've done ones prior as well. And so, yeah, let me know if you've got any questions. Much appreciated. Oh, good. If you dedicate 2 years minimum trading real money, you will lose it all but come out on top after that. It's worth the investment. WYG, yeah, I mean, it depends on you. I know there's traders inside the community who have like done insanely well in like within 6 months, and they're doing like, I'm talking big numbers. And I definitely wasn't like that at all, and not everyone's going to be like that. And when I say, you know, some people will see a really change in their trading and will achieve profitability very early versus some people that will achieve it later on, I'm the person that achieved it later on. Like, it took me quite a long time and a lot of hours of work to really get it sorted. So yeah, and chances are any mistakes you have made in trading, I've made them as well. So like 100%. I very rarely encounter mistakes that I haven't made. Like sometimes I have several golden pocket clusters. When one golden pocket's stop loss would start at the next golden pocket, for example, I'm not sure which one to take. Do I trade on individually or choose the strongest ones? Los Blancos, that's a brilliant question. I think that applies to any levels. So extrapolating that out, basically, if you've got multiple levels that line up very close to each other, I'm talking about, when I say levels, I mean support or resistance. If you've got multiple areas of support, let's say, and they all line up close to each other, look for the one that either A, lines up better with other confluences, so other areas of support, or B, use the lowest one. Like that's the best in my opinion. That's how I do it. Tempted to get $1 million funded capital and full port. Does that sound like a good idea? Definitely not, Sam. Definitely not. I've come to the conclusion that live trading is absolutely elite. XPR, yeah. I mean, everyone, like, we always say it, like, everyone always says it. You can use all, like, funded capital and prop firms and this, that, and the other to scale capital, but you're scaling that capital into your live account. You're funneling it into your live account. You need to make sure you're compounding A, the funded accounts, and B, into the live account. Always back to the live account and compound that live account over time. That live account is your, I hate to say ticket because it sounds very gambly, but it is your like ticket to the upside, I guess. Nice. I love how everyone's like complimenting each other in the chat. Really nice. You didn't have you as a mentor though. We got really good advantage. I appreciate that, Goloff. I appreciate that a lot. Yeah, definitely. I can't even remember the people who I used to watch when I started trading. I look back now and it's like, what the hell am I watching? Wow, 6 months, that's just crazy. Obviously, will skilled guidance, yeah, like consistently, or is that by the beginners making the decisions? That would be genius. Yeah, definitely. WYG, that doesn't happen all the time at all. And I don't want to say like you're gonna, be making incredible money in 6 months, like insane money. It doesn't happen like that for everyone, 100%. But there are people, some people are just naturally better at some things. Some people are naturally adverse to risk. I like to think I'm very adverse to risk. If anyone who's spoke to me like outside of trading, even in the way I drive, I'm very, very adverse to risk. Like I don't like risk, and so it's quite weird that I'm a trader at the same time, but I really don't like risk. Like I think trading's enough risk for me. And so if you're extremely risk adverse, and then you're good at sort of pattern recognition, and then also you're a determined individual, you can definitely do it. Sam, it's around 30k. How long from when you started trading did it take for the penny to drop and you were confident in what you were seeing on the charts? Chris, great question. So, I mean, there's two stages of this. I remember one stage in particular. Well, I started trading through crypto. So I got into crypto and then I got into like leveraged altcoins. If you've been in the crypto space, you know how crazy that was. But I thought the penny had dropped, and I was really, really confident. I can literally visualize this exact moment in the head, because I remember ringing my dad and like having him on the call and being like, "Yo, look, I just pressed these buttons and I'm making thousands." And it was the easiest time in the world to make money by a long shot. If I could go back, I would have made so much money. And I did make a very good amount of money then. Lost it all eventually because crypto. But then I thought the penny had dropped. It didn't. And I think a few things which kind of all culminated in around like a month's period was when I started risking fixed amounts, and my risk was all over the place. Some trades I'd lose 1,000, other trades I'd lose 200, and then my risk was all over the place. And then when I well and truly, I know a lot of people hear statements in trading and hear statements outside the trading space, and I don't really think about them. But when I really clicked that I only need to enter a few trades a week, a few trades a month to become full-time profitable, that was like, wait there. Like, I actually don't need to trade loads. I'm just going to focus on when I am absolutely the most confident. And then that, coupled with journaling, coupled with the risk that I mentioned earlier, that skyrocketed me, definitely. How do you get over the FOMO in trading? You never really get over it. Use UC3. Every single problem in trading comes down to fear, whether that's fear of missing out or basically fear of missing out, FOMO. Everything comes back down to FOMO. But every single problem in trading comes down to fear. But the best way to combat fear is to reduce risk. Most problems in trading and most errors you're making in trading are because you're risking too much, okay? The closer you can get to a demo environment and a demo mindset, the better you'll do. Most people here can hop on a demo account and make money. I think, let me know in the chat if you can hop on a demo account and turn 100K into $1 million. Yeah, it's really not hard. But then as soon as you put live account on the table, that becomes impossibly difficult. And so just try and get your mentality as close to demo as possible, and that just means reducing risk. Doesn't like risk, drives supercars and trades for a living. Are you wired wrong, Max? But I drive supercars, but very slowly, okay? One day you'll see, Craig. I drive them very slowly. If you ever, any videos you see of me showing cars, I don't really show them in the Telegram. I feel like keeping that for trading's the way to go. But on my Instagram, take a look at the speed. That's not in miles per hour, that's in kilometers an hour. So when you think I'm going really fast, I was going 140. I'm actually just going the speed limit. Like so it's not like that. I'm very against risk. But the trading, yeah. Okay, I'll no, it seems to be I think it's all good. Wait there, let me just move this over then. Let me change this. Boom. There we go. It should be all good. Hi everyone. Hello Drew. How you doing, mate? I did 200 to 80k on demo, was chill. Yeah, exactly, Reese. Like on demo, it's like the easiest thing in the world. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream and you do want to, and you've got any questions, then don't hesitate to drop me a message and drop a comment and let me know. There we go. Let me move this over. Good evening, everyone. Hello, Lee. How you doing? Bro, I don't know what do you mean XPR? Let me just move this over here. Brought some lovely moves down today. Nice, Chris. Really nice. Today was definitely a more difficult day to trade. 100%. It was hard with the ranging price action. It was very difficult. We'll definitely be able to come up with some nice levels on this live. So I look forward to it. It wasn't soon, so can't wait to get into the private club. Nice to be YG. I look forward to joining us, mate, and you're definitely going to have your mind blown. Definitely. Flame, so demo's easy for a few different reasons. One, you're not impacted by like fees and spreads. Some demo environments you can put it on though, but the environment in which most people are trading demo, you don't. And then also, there's no risk. Like there's no risk there. So if I put you in two circumstances. One, I'll put you in a game, like a first-person shooter game. And then two, I'll put you on an actual battlefield, okay? You're going to act completely differently, okay? Completely differently. Thank you very much. You're going to act completely differently. So yeah. Personally, I've hated it. Los Blancos, start of the week was good. Oh, no, this was last week. Yeah, this week so far has been not good. I was thinking Friday. Friday was good. This week so far, very slow. Very slow. I think the market's just waiting for news, really. Since I've sorted my rules, risk management, I felt so chilled and not being stressing and with less trades too. Nice, Reese. That's amazing to hear, mate. That's amazing to hear. And that's like the clicking point I said earlier. That was basically it. When you start feeling more chilled when you're entering trades and you just understand that you don't need to take a lot of trades, and it's the way to go. But still see like a lot of people, they try and catch every single trade. Just focusing on, a few, all you need is a few good trades and you're good. confident on my system. Fian, so backtesting, you can, there's a few things with backtesting. So one of them is you can backtest and kind of like subconsciously over optimize your system for previous price action, which isn't good. And you assume the best entry when in real time, you're probably not going to get that exact entry. And obviously that doesn't factor in fees and spreads and everything like that. So the data that you get from backtesting, it can validate your system, but it can be very off at the same time. So backtest, and then I think what's more important than backtesting, forward testing as well is extremely important. Backtesting is used to basically validate the system, and then forward testing is used to validate the execution on the system, and then live capital after that. Card analogy, yeah. Hammer, is that real bars of gold behind you? I don't think so, no. I wish it was. How long do I have to... Oh, there we go. Gold is going crazy. I mean, it's just ranging today, really. Tried shots today, but felt targeted every time. Is it a thing to be targeted? Tried shorts. No, flame, no. That's a very, very, very bad... just everything about that's not good. So one thing is, in these markets, you're not being targeted. Like, I think if you... There's a few times where in trading and in anything you do, you can come up with a sort of way of explaining things which makes you feel better, but it doesn't help you in any way. So if a trade hits stop loss or something like that, and you say, I was targeted, it aimed for my stop loss. What does that accomplish? What do you gain from that? Nothing. It might, even if it's true, even if the market went after your stop loss, yeah, in the trillions that are traded, it went after your stop loss, even if that was the case, you don't gain anything from it at all. Like, it doesn't help you at all. What does help you is going, okay, this was stopped out. Why was this stopped out? What could I have done differently? What can I sort of learn from in the future to avoid this? I think that's an important one. Yeah, forward testing is obviously really, really good. In fact, I've never back tested. I don't like it personally. Price action changes, news, so many things that can affect a strategy while back testing to forward testing. XPR, I do agree. I think it definitely can be useful, especially if you're new, just to get you some time at the charts and seeing candlesticks, like seeing price action, okay? That can help, and it can validate the system to a certain extent, but definitely forward testing, and actually forward testing on live price action, that's really where it's good. And then, you know, starting with a small amount of capital and building it, and then adding more layer. Buy gold and hide it under the bed. Market, true. I think that's been effective for, and will be effective for ages. Hammer, did you mention that on yesterday's live stream? I don't know if you've using the COT report, or you're getting that from yesterday's live stream. Overall, I am, and that slightly plays into it, but in my opinion, this sort of broadening, condensing pennant here, whatever you want to call this pattern, I do think we're going to trend to the top of this, get a nice sort of test off this, and then break to the downside. Like, I do think we will, and I hope we will. I see a lot of people, you know, asking for buys. They're still in buy positions. They're still in ultra bull mode, and I think a nice shakeout. Look, I love a ranging market. When gold's pumping, I'm happy. Okay, that's all good. But a nice ranging market is my favorite. I'm talking about big ranges, not this. This isn't nice. Where are you from? I'm from just outside of Birmingham. Currently live in Dubai. Jason. That's helped me to stick into 1 to 3 trades a day. Yeah, really nice, Reese. Yeah, you don't need to overcomplicate it. And something which is important as well is, okay, if you profit like a small amount, but you're trading like every hour of every single day, non-stop, like the freedom that you wanted through trading, you've sacrificed more, far more than yeah. It just doesn't make sense to do that, in my opinion. Hello, Lauren. All good, all good. Yeah, nice DB, 100% chart experience, and having the knowledge of patterns and setups that you've seen happen time and time again has to be the best feeling ever. Yeah, 100%. And you do build up that sort of ability to, when you see a pattern, like there are some times, it doesn't happen all the time, but there's some times where I see something playing out and I'm like, I don't say it, I don't like over risk on it, but I just know, like, I get that feeling in the back of my mind, like, yeah, this one is like, this one's happening. Like, this one is 100% happening. And so, yeah. Elliot, obviously, you know, over a long enough time span, it will continue to go up. That's what gold does, hedge against inflation. Overall, inflation will continue to go up. It's going to continue to go up. But it can have ranging periods, and those are particularly nice. By 49, 60, 67. Okay, so he's looking for like a liquidity grab on these lows, previous highs here. Yeah, that looks nice. I mean, if he believes in it, then it's probably a nice setup. I couldn't make last night's live, but I watched it in the okay, nice hammer. Yeah, really good. It's really good how you're looking at that as well. That's really nice. So yeah, there's a few cool things like that. I might make a video on it. I think soon I'm gonna whip out the whiteboard. I'm waiting for any beginner questions to come through, and then I can pull out the whiteboard. I've been bearish since my target was hit last month. Even called the blow off top scenario, and we dumped back. I still think we see lower prices. Yeah, I mean, I didn't call the exact top, but I do think lower prices. It would be nice. I'm here. Look, I'm here for it. 100%. I'm here for it. All good, Elliot. Hello, Simon. I believe in it as well. Nice. What is trading? Basically, we're buying and hoping the price goes up to profit, or we're selling and hoping the price goes down to profit. That's basically what it is. Oh, no, wait there. You're asking like a basic question, so I'll whip out the whiteboard. I don't know how this is. It feels foreign to pull out the whiteboard. I don't know. Wait. It feels weird to like pull a whiteboard into the live. Like, it feels really like awkward. I'm so used to doing live streams like this that it feels really strange to put a whiteboard. Like, I feel like I shouldn't be doing, like, it just feels weird. I don't know. DB, I do. Wait there, I don't know where they are actually. I've got a red one and I've got a green one over there. So I'll probably stick onto the red one. No, you guys, I could just see like 10,000 like super basic questions. Face your fear, Matt. Okay. Let me know in the chat who wants to see the whiteboard. Now, we'll be doing more like explanations using the whiteboard. I feel like there's a few examples over the past sort of however long where where the whiteboard would have come in really handy. So we'll wait for those to come up. I'm not going to force use it, but I'll show you the whiteboard. Let me wait there. Let me boom. Okay. Wait there. How do I? Oh, we're professional now. What rubber do you have? Yeah, I forgot to buy a rubber, so I don't have one. Yeah, that's I don't have a rubber. So whatever goes on this whiteboard is here to stay. Okay, let me know like a beginner question that gives me an excuse to use my new whiteboard, and then we'll put the whiteboard away. Don't knock it over mid-draw. Nah, it's fine. I need to be careful of that behind it. But I think this is great. Look, we've got a candlestick already there. Philly, that was good. I'll give Philly that one. That was a good one. Okay, Hammer. So I'm glad you asked, Hammer. You know what? That's a great question. I'll just pull in my whiteboard. Okay. So a head and shoulder looks like basically price comes up. It's normally shows a reversal. So you can see price here coming up, and then it normally forms its left shoulder, which is here, then its head, which is here, and then the right shoulder there, the neckline here, if price breaks this neckline, I didn't say I was good at drawing, by the way. I don't know if you can even see it. I need to like move it into the light more. I think the light puts it off a bit. But then when we break this neckline, we anticipate price to move to the downside. I think the light's too bright on the whiteboard. I need to like adjust the light and so you can see it. There we go. There you go. Just head and shoulders for anyone. Perfect. Okay, that will come in handy. There'll be one question every like 2 weeks, and I'll pull in the whiteboard, and everyone will just go crazy. The whiteboard. That's gonna be funny. Yeah, I realise now that a whiteboard is probably not the best thing for me because if you've seen me try and draw before, you know I am absolutely terrible at drawing. So you're going to see some questionable drawings. Does Vimachi work on Euro USD oil? Yeah, Crab, yeah, 100%. It's slightly different on each pair, but it still does work. You know, the idea of oscillation does work. Different direction for the day. Jono, so let me just make sure this is all good. So something which is very interesting, if we go on to VWAP, okay, VWAP's this blue line here on the chart. It stands for volume weighted average price, and it is very nice. Normally, when VWAP sort of disrespects, when price disrespects VWAP during Asia, what tends to happen is we range for the rest of the day, okay? If price bounces from VWAP, the first touch it bounces, we tend to trend in that direction for the rest of the day. Doesn't happen all the time, but a lot of the time it does. So for example here, we just disrespected VWAP and we ranged for the rest of the day. For example, I mean, here we got a nice bounce and we did have a very big move up, eventually broke through, nice bounce, very big move down. Let's go to the start of this the day. Okay, we can see here, started the day, moved up, disrespected VWAP. We tried to break through and then a big red candle and we trended down for most of that day. Where is it? Here, respected VWAP, held above it. And then eventually when we did break through, again, respected VWAP. Here we can see we respected VWAP once, we respected it again and again and again. It can really help you set trend direction, but the key thing to note with VWAP is you want to see a big impulse move like through VWAP or away from VWAP, then the next bounce of VWAP is normally strong. So big move away, then when we come back to VWAP, it's normally a strong, it's a strong level in virtual wipe. Lady H, I do have another TV there, which I don't have a clue what to do. I thought like I could, I don't know, use the TV for something in the background. I don't know. Chalkboard next. DB, should we take it all the way back? Chalkboard. I think that's maybe a step too far. What is the relevance of the height of the left shoulder and right shoulder? Can it be wonky? Can it be a wonky person or any expectations around that to watch out for? Jonjo, sorry. Not really. I mean, they're not all going to look perfect at all. Very rarely you'll see a perfect head and shoulders. Very rarely. And they're all got very similar sort of expected value, really. And so, no, there's not much relevance to that. You could backtest it a lot and find some sort of distinction yourself, definitely, but yeah. Darren. What do you mean disrespect? So I mean, like, when the candle hits it, it doesn't really do anything. So the analogy that I normally give is, imagine VWAP is like a fighter, okay? Let's say there's a guy in front of you, okay? If you run up to him and you like slap him around the face, if you respect him, you're going to run away, okay? You're going to leg it the other way. If you run up to him, slap him, and you stand around, you don't respect him. So you can walk past him all day long, you don't really respect him. When you run into him again in the future, what's going to happen? You don't respect him. You're not going to care. You're going to walk along the road, okay? Now, if you run up to a guy, slap him, and run away, and you really respect him, when you see that guy again later on that day, what are you going to do? You're going to absolutely leg it again, okay? That's like VWAP, okay? If you go up to it and you hit it and you run the other way, you respect it, chances are when you meet VWAP again later on that day, you're going to respect it again and leg it the other way. If you don't respect VWAP and you just, walk back and forth without a care, when you see it later on in the day, you're going to again walk back and forth without a care. You don't care. I think that's a bit aggressive. Yeah, that one's a bit of a weird analogy, but I think it gets the job done. Lazy Queen, yeah, that could be a good idea. ColezTrades logo in the background. I don't mind that. I think that's a good idea. Harry, that analogy was a bit of a stretch. I'll definitely concede to that. Craig. XVR. Yeah, that analogy was a bit rough. I have to say that was a bit of an interesting analogy. Okay, take care, Darren. When we are in drawdown, you can reduce your lot sizes when in drawdown. You can take partials when in drawdown, reduce your position. I'm sure Craig would take on VWAP. I'm sure he would as well. Craig would take on the world after a few whiskeys. Buyers are running out of momentum. So if let me just zoom. Oh no, we've got it here. I thought you were on about this larger pattern. So basically, it basically assumes that we've been going to the upside, and if we take price, okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Great question you asked there. Let me just pull out my let me just pull out my whiteboard. Okay. Okay. So I can't. There we go. So basically, why this pattern shows buyers are losing momentum. By the way, I absolutely look. This is hilarious. Is if we're having a big move to the upside, big moves. Okay. What's this? Okay, I don't know if you can see that. This is a strong move to the upside. Okay, we're extremely bullish. Like buyers are clearly in control. Now, if we start forming not as big highs, okay, then like what does this look like to you? Just looking here, buyers aren't that strong. What does this look like? Buyers are very strong. So what have buyers done? They were strong here. They're not as strong here. They aren't as interested at buying at that price, okay? And so chances are price will come down. I think that was a great use of the whiteboard. This is brilliant. Darren put it. By the way, nice day today, Darren. I saw a few of your profits in the Discord, and I saw your message just before the live as well. So yeah, really nice work, Professor Max. You're so pleased with that one. Look, I actually am. I'm definitely going to do. You're going to see some interesting content on YouTube, and if you're still getting my adverts, you're probably going to see a few adverts come up on like Instagram and Facebook with this whiteboard. Okay, I'm going to make use of this whiteboard. Taxman just emailed saying I got to pay an extra 3k next year. I need to double down now, guys. The taxman's after DB. I mean, that's a good sign, I guess. Excellent, loving the white. Okay, nice. I think it's going to be good for explaining like very, very basic things like market structure, candlestick anatomy. It's going to be like very easy to do on a whiteboard. Like I've got more control over it, whereas on here it's a bit of a pain. So I'm loving the whiteboard. Love that. I'm at 300 day, bro. Not even near where I want to be in terms of learning. Yeah, nice Carl though. I mean, up 300 day. That's amazing. That is amazing. So yeah, absolutely amazing work. Fraser, drop me a message and I'll run through a few options there. I was going to say, roll. What's that, Mark? Whiteboard helped. I got what you were saying straight. Okay, nice, Chris. I'm glad the whiteboard helped. I think Craig, yeah. The next boot camp series, I think the whiteboard is going to make a few special appearances. A few special guests at the event. The whiteboard's coming up for a talk. So it should be good. I think I'm going to re-record the boot camp once I've got the new setup completely sorted. I'm gonna redo the boot camp like pretty much the full thing and make it a lot better. I see a lot of areas to improve, and I want on the YouTube like a series of like however many videos it takes, of like 30 minutes to an hour, so you can cover like a section a day, and it's just like trading 101. Like super simple. There's a lot I learned from doing the last boot camp in terms of like how to convey information and the most common questions that are asked. I can use the most common questions asked, and use the and use what people understood and then what people found difficult and feedback from that boot camp to make the next series of bootcamp videos like that much more effective. So it's very similar. If you're new to trading, boom, watch the bootcamp. Okay, you finish the bootcamp, you know about trading. Like you know trading. Like you understand what's going on. You may not be profitable, but you know the basics of what's going on, which is very important. Bootcamp reboot, 100%, Alan. Once I got the new setup sorted, we're 100% doing a reboot, 100%. I'm reworking some of it inside the other project. Okay, nice, Craig. Really nice. That sounds good. So yeah, it should be it should definitely be really good. We've got a big year ahead, so it should be good. Genuinely, what is the simplest way to look for a trade, and how do you define whether to buy or sell? Plague, the most simple, most simple is identify areas of support, identify areas of resistance. When we approach those levels, look for a reduction in momentum or just something that gives you an inkling that price will actually respect that level. Candlestick patterns, like if you want to be advanced, order flow, momentum, whatever it is, okay? And then buy at support levels and sell at resistance levels. The most basic answer to that is buy at support, sell at resistance. That's like the most basic answer. But yeah, there's a lot more. It can get a lot more advanced, Plague. But I think focusing on that, keeping things simple, focusing on basic support and resistance to sort of begin with is normally the way. Hammer, support. Definitely not full port. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, double tapping the screen helps spread out the live, and I really do appreciate it. Do you like to use? Clayton, so I use indicator on the bottom of the screen here, Vu Manchu. I like to look for divergences. So when money flow, momentum, VWAP are all heading in a different direction to price. For example, if price is coming down to a level and all of those oscillators are moving to the upside, that tells me that that level is going to be strong, and then I'll enter at that level. So that's what I'm looking for. Most of the levels are strong anyway. If you've been on the lives a few times, like we've marked up, and you can go back through the lives and see these levels. Marked up the exact bottom, the exact top, the exact top, the exact top there, and all of that was live. And so the levels are strong on their own, but then that extra level can really level you up. Hello, Alan. Hello. Yours looks mint. Yeah, it's actually really comfy. It's comfy. I think the setup looks good. We've got Donald Duck there, and like he's holding some Bitcoin, by the way, and then we've got gold there. It's very fitting. 2 email lines, different time frames, buy and sell on the crossover and exit on the crossover. The other end is simplest strategy. Yeah, I mean, there's a load of like super simple strategies to sort of get you familiar with just entering and exiting trades. Symmetry, divergence, indicator accurate, very accurate, Chris. We've got a lot of people who are making a lot of money inside the community who are using it as well. And so yeah, there's a full guide on this YouTube channel. Actually, it's the most recent video that was uploaded, and in there I go into the indicator in full detail. Been another good day. Not as good as the other day. Also, I'm going to need a fancy colour Lambo or Ferrari for my trip to Dubai. Definitely, Darren. Let me know. Is it going to be Lambo or Ferrari? What's the one? Okay, let's take a look at what's actually going on. So, let's mark from low to high. Make sure that's all good. See what's going on here. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to mark from this low to this high as well. Nothing's really lining up there. It's very similar to yesterday, but we have got a high to pull from. But there's really like not much like in this area here, which is very annoying. We might have a volume, like a value area low there from the fixed volume range profile, which we do pull. Okay, so this general area here looks good. Let me just move this across. So value area low plus 0.786 plus VWAP. There we go. Let me just mark up the level. Let's zoom out and see what it actually looks like. Not much else is lining up in this golden pocket in the daily open. I do quite like this. I do actually really like this daily open here. That's something to watch out for. This daily open it looks nice, so that's something to look at as well. Okay, let's mark this. You know what? We're going to move this out a bit. Change that. Move that there. Perfect. So we're still basically forming that pattern, which is all good. Okay, there we go. SPR looks where it reacted from. I called it to the fucking. Ah, nice, Craig. So let's say you have a strong level with 2 to 3 layers of confluence, e.g. previous day high, value area low, 0.618 fib, but your oscillators are giving you what you, but your oscillators are giving what you want to see. Do you still take the trade or ignore? Clayton, if they're giving me what I want to see, then I'll enter the trade. If they're not giving me what I want to see, then I won't take the trade. Video on how to see the fixed volume range indicator you just used, or whatever it's called. I'm such a newbie. All good, Chris. Yeah, I'll do. I need to poll the next video. So the most recent video was Vu Manchu. I'll poll the next video, and that one I'm pretty sure will be on volume. So it'll cover fixed volume range profile, session volume range profile, like everything volume really. So yeah. What's up, G? What's been going on? Hello, Money Man. How you doing? Been fixing up the new setup. So yeah. Also, what do you like about Daily Open? I like the fact that it is continuously strong. So if we go here, we can see, look, I mean, it's reacted here, it's reacted here, it's reacted here. Daily Open for today, perfect top. You can see here, reacted top there, top there. We did struggle to pass through it there. When we came back down, we did react off it. It was the exact bottom here. That was actually a trade which was given in the group. It was the exact bottom there. Previous Daily Open was the exact bottom there. Like, I mean, this one did pass through a lot, but previous top there, that was actually a sell signal which was given inside the community. Bottom here, which is very nice. I mean, there's loads of examples of Daily Open being strong, and I'm not saying it works every time, but it definitely does, in my opinion, give a slight edge, which is what we need. Cheers, man. Oh, good, Chris. The breakout of this is definitely gonna be throughout Asia. Probably XPR. Asia's been such sloping moves lately. It's been nice. Okay, is that? It's. What do you mean XPR? The Daily Open one. It's actually called Daily Open. Like, which one do I don't even know which one I use actually. I've used one for ages. It is literally called Daily Open. Yeah, it's this top one here by Neobutane. This one. Yeah, do you think the trend will tap the sell zone, then tap the buy zone? Thanks. I mean, if it taps the sell zone, then this buy will be invalidated. If it taps the buy, the sell is still in play. So it can do this. It can't do this. Like, because if this is hit, this level will be invalidated. That's a no-go. So yeah. But yeah, do you think? So yeah, that'll be interesting. We are losing, like I said, we are losing momentum to the upside. I hope that that like an initial pump in Asia to this trend line up here and this sell level will be nice. Do you know, it depends on the time zone as well that you are in, I guess. But that is the time. It's the same for everyone, but it depends on the time zone that you're in. Why invalidated? Because basically, if you take out that high, the fibs that we use to get that level are invalidated. I pulled the fib from this low to this high. If we take out that high, then those Fibonacci's are no longer valid. A video of you starting your day with a clean chart and showing us the process of big wins, that could be a massive help, seeing it all pulled together from start to finish. Chris, there is one of those videos inside the private group where I basically go through everything from start to finish at the end of the course, but we can definitely do something like that, yeah. Gap up and then drop through the floor. Look, I'm up for that, Darren. I'm up for that. That sounds good to me, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see what goes on. I'm not really seeing, like, if we break this level below that point, if we just see here, there's not much volume. Like here, there's not much volume. And look, we've passed through these areas very quickly before, and so if we break this level, chances are we'll pass through this area like very quickly. And so I'll kind of have to remark it up there if that's happening. I don't want to mark that up now. So yeah, that's basically. This is. Let me get rid of this. This is no longer in play. This is no longer in play. But yeah, so sell level up here, which does look nice, bit of a thicker one, and I am taking a look at this trend line. Like this trend line, I do think is like the one. Like the one. So keep an eye on this sell level. This buy level here looks nice as well. And yeah, when we come up to either of these levels, if we come up to the sell level, I'll look for sells. If we come down to the buy level, I'll look for buys, and that's the plan. Chris, so as we get to the level, I do agree that is a thicker level, but it has to be because the golden pocket was pulled from this high to this low. So it is definitely a thicker level, 100%. But as we approach the level, I'll wait for confirmations, like confirmations as we're hitting the level. As I don't know where that is, I'll just wait until I see nice confirmations, and then I'll slowly get in. And so that means, yes, the move could happen when I'm not in my full position, but it means that if it doesn't happen, I can average out my entry and get a nicer entry. So I'll kind of layer in. And if you are a beginner, layering into your trades is probably something you should avoid, because it can lead to over risking. So definitely keep that in mind as well. Definitely keep that in mind. Actually, such a nerd. I appreciate that, XPR. I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to finish up the live there. I do have a few other things I've got to do after this. So, yeah, it's been a really, really good live, though. Hope everyone enjoyed the whiteboard. Yeah, I appreciate everyone, all of the questions and everything. I think it has been a really, really, really good live. So, yeah, anyway, guys, take care. Hope everyone had an amazing day at the charts. If you do have any more questions, then a link to my private trading community is on the YouTube description, where you gain access to signals, analysis, courses, community, in-person events, etc., etc., etc. Just click that, and I'll respond personally and get you involved. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a great rest of your night. See you in a bit, Chris. See you in a bit, Dylan, XPR, Ian, Darren, New Trader, Halo, Alan, Clint, Jason, Los Blancos, Shaz, Moneyman, Chris, Plague, Chris. Take care, guys. Have a great